Hi everyone and happy Friday. Coach Lise here, coming to you from beautiful Barbados. I really wanted to do my recording outside today, but it is so windy here. I tried, but it just didn't work. We've got a bit of a tropical wave coming through, but I'll try to do some videos so some of you can see the sights around here. Anyway, as we come to the end of our week of grace, I've been thinking a lot about what this word really means, and I have to tell you, this week has felt especially personal to me. We use the word grace so easily. We tell other people to give themselves grace, we talk about extending grace to others, but I found myself asking, do we actually know how to receive it ourselves? Because I think many of us make these little bargains with ourselves. I know I do it. I'll rest when I finish this. I'll be proud of myself when I accomplish that. I'll forgive myself when I've made everything right. I'll give myself grace when I've done enough. And the more I've thought about that this week, the more I've realized that's not grace. Now, if I have to earn it first, that's not grace. Grace doesn't begin on the other side of accomplishment. It meets me right where I am. And that's something I'm learning in my own life for sure. One of the greatest blessings in my life right now is having the opportunity to care for my parents who are 79 and 80. I want to be very clear, first of all, about the way I describe helping to care for them. I don't have to do this. I'm blessed to do it. I'm incredibly fortunate that they're both in relatively good health. They don't require too much. I'm more or less of the IT department at this point. But they both still have a great sense of humor, and believe me, there's plenty of humor, especially my mother. She always has a lot more to say, but we laugh, we adjust, we figure things out together. And there are moments that require patience, there are moments that require flexibility, there are moments when I'm reminded that the people who once took care of me now sometimes need me to take care of them. And that can be emotional. But what a blessing to still have them here. What a privilege to have the season with them. I know that is not lost on me. And what I'm learning is that grace allows me to hold all of those things at once. Something can be challenging and still be a blessing. I can be grateful and sometimes tired. I can love deeply and still need patience. Those things don't cancel each other out. That's just being human. And maybe that's one of the greatest lessons grace offers us. It gives us permission to stop expecting ourselves to navigate life perfectly. Because life isn't perfect. Relationships aren't perfect. Healing isn't perfect. Growth certainly isn't perfect. And neither are any of us. Again, we are just human. But grace isn't a reward waiting for us when we've finally gotten everything right. Grace meets us in the middle of being human. And maybe that's why this particular week has touched me so deeply. Grace has actually been woven into my family for generations. My great-grandmother's name was Grace, and today my niece carries Grace as her middle name. I don't know, maybe there really aren't any coincidences. But I do know that the older I get, the more I understand the value of that word. Grace for other people. Grace for circumstances we can't control. Grace for the sessions of life that don't unfold the way we expected them to. And perhaps hardest of all is the grace for ourselves. So as we close this week, I don't want to give you another challenge. I don't want to give you another thing to accomplish. I actually want to invite you to do the opposite. Exhale. Stop moving the finish line. Stop telling yourself you'll rest when. You'll be proud when. You'll forgive yourself when. You'll finally give yourself grace when. Because you don't have to earn grace. You only have to receive it. And whatever season you're walking through right now, whatever you're carrying for someone you love, raising a family, rebuilding after loss, navigating change, pursuing a dream, or simply trying to make it through an ordinary week, I hope you'll remember this. Grace meets you right where you are. And again, be patient with yourself. Beautiful things take time to grow. And keep becoming your best self, one empowered choice at a time. Thanks for listening. and have a wonderful weekend, everyone. Bye.